Hello and happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to In the Burnt Orange Corral with Mama Longhorn. Mama Longhorn here with y'all once again. I hope everyone has had a great weekend and having a great Monday so far. I just wanted to jump on here real quick, but first, I always want to start off my show by saying thank you to God. Without Him, nothing is ever possible. And I want to say thank you to all of you all for always supporting me along the way. I want to say thank you to all my family, my friends, my classmates, my coworkers, everyone who has stood by me from the beginning. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart always. And I also want to say thank you to all my subscribers, all my viewers, and all my loyal viewers and my future subscribers as well. I do want to clear the air really quick. I do apologize for the delay, as I usually do around the spring, summertime, but at the same time, I still want to remain consistent. I don't stop making videos, but there may be a break in between, and I apologize for that. Unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of doing this full time, as I would love to do, as you know, as far as a dream job of mine, but I do have a full-time job. I am a wife. I am a dog mom. So life takes me away a little bit, but it does not take me away fully from my passion. But I apologize if people feel the need to unsubscribe. I totally understand. I may not be for you and you may not be for me, but I do say nonetheless that I thank you to all my subscribers that I do have and all my loyal people. I'm sorry that I can't be everywhere and everything that everyone wants me to be at the same time, but I try my best, and I do apologize for the delay, and I do want to be more consistent with my videos. There's certainly a lot to talk about, and I never run out of things to talk about either, even in the off season. So let's get started. Without being said, let's get started, because this whole weekend has been a winning weekend. But I want to talk about some accolades, some congratulations, excitement going on before I talk about football. So, I want to say congratulations to the men and women's basketball teams, as they are both advancing into the Sweet 16. The men, they climbed from the first four all the way into the dancing into the Sweet 16, as they took down number 3 Gonzaga. So they will face Purdue next, and that will be starting on Thursday. Way to Texas fight, right? And the women's, man, the women's, they gave a beat down to Oregon yesterday, and for the final score of 100 to 58 over Oregon, with Madison Booker leading the way with 40 points. Next up is versus Kentucky on Saturday. So, wow. So, going back to the men's game really quick, as they take on Purdue Thursday at 6:10 on CBS, and then this Saturday it'll be the women's taking on Kentucky. The time and the channels are to be announced at another date as they sort all that out. But let's keep it going. Madison Booker, she was the National Player of the Week a couple weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure that's going to not change a whole lot. Madison Booker is just awesome. And she's a junior, so she'll be back. But she also joins great teammates who also made the SEC all tournament team. with Justice Carlton and Rory Harmon. And there's many more great athletes on that team, on the Texas team. These two teams, the men and women, they represent Texas fight to the T. And the thing, like I said before, that's no different from the football team, is the connection they have with each other. So when that starts happening, good things happen on that court and on that field. That's why they're so successful. Of course, they have great coaches, great staff behind them, but that connectivity, when y'all connect well, you're going to do well out in your game, right? So that's what it's showing, right? So congratulations, and I can't wait to see what's next. But moving on to football a little bit, there were some students of the week a couple of weeks ago that I'm not gonna let go unnoticed, or I'm not gonna, let it go unnoticed. So these student athletes, not only are they killing it on the field, but they're also making the best in the classroom, academic achievements, and which is a great achievement all on its own, dealing with athletics. And like I said before, it's tough to be a student athlete. Not only do they have to show up and be their best on the field, but they have to be their best in the classroom. So let's keep it going for Alex January, Trevor Gooseby, and Michael Masunis. Congratulations, guys. Moving on to softball. I want to talk about softball, baseball really quick. These two strong teams, women, swept the series with Ole Miss a couple weeks ago, and they just swept the series with Baylor, waking up those bats and playing great defense. They're firing on all cylinders. Men, let's see. They clinched their series with Ole Miss a couple of weeks ago, and they just came back and clinched the series over Auburn. And then they'll be back. These guys will be back in action, men and women. So that's always fun to watch. Track and field, breaking records. They're killing it. Tennis, beach volleyball, killing it. Swimming and diving. I want to say congratulations to the women's swimming and dive team as they took third place in the NCAA tournaments. Great job. Also breaking records. And the men swimming and diving are competing now in the NCAA tournament. I want to wish them nothing but the best. The best of luck. And I'll have those results. I'll be talking about them soon. I'm on top of it. Let's see everything that I also want to say congratulations to pitcher Tegan Cavan with the softball team. She was the SEC pitcher of the week a couple weeks ago. Of course, she's awesome. That I can't say enough, man. It all starts the greatness right here in Texas, right? So, man, if that wasn't enough, but I got more, because I'm going to turn this thing around and talk about some football. So, let me turn this thing around. Share some good news here. So there was in questioning of offensive guard Lawrence Seymour to see if he was eligible. He had another eligibility year to play, and the ruling came down, and Lawrence Seymour is eligible to play in the 2026 season coming in. So congratulations to Lawrence Seymour, great asset to the team. Guys that are making waves right now, these are just a couple. There's a lot, but these are a couple here. Athletes, Jermaine Bishop and running back Derek Cooper, making waves, getting noticed out there in the spring workouts as they resume spring workouts right before spring break on March 9th. And now they're back at it. Coming after spring break, so they're gearing up for the orange and white game. So they're doing great things on the 40 acres. But I want to talk about some also some linebackers that are making getting attention. So we got Tyler Atkinson, Rocky Cummings, and Kosi Akpala also turning on the attention towards them. Also the best hands right now, Emery Winston, tight end, catch natural. They say he's a natural at catching everything, and wow, I can't wait to see exciting things from this young man as well. Emery has been a great asset, and he's going to be one of those step-up players because, of course, you know, we have students, or the student athletes who transfer out or graduate and move on into the NFL, and so there's plenty more of that came from. So much improved and upgraded offense that I read about that I wanted to go over as well. Of course, we have Arch Manning, who is much improved, and now that we know how he really is in his first season, last season, he's taken his lumps, but he's also improved with that. He's getting better and better and better, and there was no doubt. I never had a doubt of Arch Manning, but he has certainly shown that he is our guy, and he's going to lead the team to greater things, man. And I have a lot of athletes to talk about that proves that point. Arch, much like Quinn Ewers, he doesn't let outside noise get to him, and he listens to the people that he needs to listen to and drowns out all that noise, and what matters is what's in front of him, talking with the coaches and the teammates and keeping that brotherhood culture alive. And that's all they need. Because you got left tackle Trevor Gooseby. He's much experienced now. He's a much experienced starter, and he's a beast up front. Let's see. We have a center, Connor Robertson, more experienced as well. Of course, I mentioned Lawrence Seymour. He had so many snaps last year coming from his experience, and from the other team. He now, keep in mind, Lawrence Seymour is a transfer. He had 840 snaps, and so that doesn't go without saying that he is a beast, much needed asset for the offense on Texas. And then you got Brendan Baker, shaping up to be a great pass protector on the offense. He's much improved as well. Let's see. And you have Melvin Ciani, highly experienced, highly competitive, very focused. He's also a transfer student, and boy, I can't wait. I watched some of his profile today, and this guy's contagious. All right, and then we got in the running backs, we have Texas as a whole has more experience, much more explosive, and 6 guys could start. Like I said, Sark likes to give everyone the opportunity and give everyone playing time, and bringing in, or saying, "Hey, put me in, coach." He puts them in, and then when he's ready to take them out, he's got plenty more where that came from. You see what I mean? I'm sorry, I'm getting a little overexcited here, but that's how our offense works. You got all these experienced guys that are just raring to go. There's plenty more of that came from. And you have so much room, and especially in the running back. This is what we've needed for so long. As long as people stay healthy, the sky's the limit, right? So that's exciting. 6 guys could start. That's very versatile on the running back room, as well as other positions like the wide receivers, tight ends. Let's see, in the tight ends we have Michael Masunis, Nick Townsend, Spencer Shannon, Emery Winston. That's awesome. That's awesome. A group right there as well. We have wide receivers in the wide receiver room. We have big Cole Cameron. I can't even talk right now. We have Cam Coleman. I had that backwards for a minute. Like I said, I'm overly excited. So we have some, like I said, we were talking about some explosive players on the offense. Well, wide receivers, we have Cam Coleman, we have Ryan Wingo, we have Emmett Mosley, Sterling Burkhalter, who was brought in, and then of course we have Dalen McCutcheon, and the 3 that most likely, are starters are also the most experienced. So, right now they're competing it's all hands on deck, competing for those positions, competing for those starting spots, and there's not a guy on here that can't do a job, and that can't do it successfully. They're all successful. So, and of course, don't get me started about the defense. I think I talked a little bit about our linebackers making waves and getting attention, man. But boy, do we still have an explosive defense, rough and tough, right? We got the Cheetahs, you got the Sharks, you have Piranhas, smash and grab, piranha out of the water kind of players. We have it all, folks. We just have it all. So, this is just half of it. I just wanted to kind of talk about where the team is at right now, as far as talking about who's making, who's getting attention, who's bringing attention, should I say, standouts, and also what we can expect from the offense going into this coming season, as opposed to last year. Even though last year wasn't a bad season, I know we didn't make it into the playoffs, but it wasn't a terrible season. But in this season, we're getting much more stacked, and we're right where we want to be. right now with the team. And everything fits into the culture. Brotherhood culture is alive and well. Everyone connecting and putting in that extra work. I mean, that's what it takes to be successful. So, and then in my next video, I'll be talking about another group of guys. I'm always doing research, so bear with me. So, before I close, though, I do want to talk about Longhorns in the NFL. There has been some changes. So right now, we have free agent frenzy going on. So there has been some moves around concerning the Longhorns in the NFL. So wide receiver Devin Duvernay is now with the Arizona Cardinals. Safety P.J. Locke is now with the Dallas Cowboys. Wide receiver Adonai Mitchell is now with the New York Jets. Linebacker Joseph Osai is also with the New York Jets. And of course, I think I've talked about this before a little bit, but Tavondre Sweat, the nose tackle, he's also with the Jets. That was a big trade that he was in. So I think I mentioned this before, but he's also with the Jets. Defensive end Taquan Graham is now with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's see, and I believe, last but not least, defensive end Charles Omenihu is now with the Washington Commanders. So that'll be different. And I like where these teams are making their rosters and doing everything they can to improve their team. So I want to say congratulations and the best of luck to all these guys. And of course, I will close with some key dates. So tomorrow, Tuesday, March 24th, is Pro Day for Texas, and it will be televised on the SEC Network from 1 to 4 Central Standard Time. I cannot wait to see that because I want to get home from work and watch that. 1 o'clock through 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So Texas will be competing once again at the 40 acres. It gives everyone who did not get the opportunity to perform at the combine, and also and the ones that want to redo some things, and it also gives opportunity to other guys. So best of luck. Mama Longhorn will be watching. And then of course we have the Orange and White Spring Game on Saturday, April 18th. That'll be a great day for families to come out and enjoy Bevo Boulevard, Midway. Also, there'll be prizes, games, everything that you can, and food trucks, everything that you get to enjoy when Texas plays at home. And also, the meet and greet with the team. And of course, that'll be announced at a different time. Of course, when they start that on that day, they usually start the lines start forming early. And usually they give a time when they have a time limit of when to meet the team. It's usually about a 2-hour window, but then they should be given time soon about the itinerary of that day. And of course, when I see that, I'll be talking about it. And also, but last but not least too, we do have the draft, the NFL draft, which is going to take place April 23rd through the 25th. So I'll be talking about that. And then of course, when it gets closer, it'll be nothing but the draft. But that's all I have for now, folks. I'll be back with a brand new video after the Pro Day. And like I said before, I'm so sorry for the delay. But I love each and every one of you. Thank you for always being a loyal a loyal viewer, loyal subscriber, loyal fan. But I hope everyone goes out there and enjoys a great Monday night. I realize it's late and I apologize. But nonetheless, I want everyone to have a great Monday, the rest of your Monday evening. Have a great week. And go out there and pursue your passions. Do whatever makes y'all happy. And love one another. Take care of each other. And I'll be back soon. All right. Thank you. And as always, thank you for watching. This has been In the Burnt Orange Corral with Mama Longhorn. Hook 'em all the live long day.